China will expand its defense budget by 7% this year. That's the slowest rate of increase since 2021. But analysts say it's unlikely to affect a drive to modernize the military in China. CNA's Deborah Wong with this report.
China's latest military hardware was on full display last year in a massive parade that marked the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. The progress made hailed by China's number 2 ranking official as he delivered the government work report to the country's top legislature.
过去1年，国防和军队现代化建设取得新的成就。
Over the next 5 years, Premier Li said China will aim to strengthen the military and carry out major defense-related projects.
各级政府要大力支持国防和军队建设，巩固军政军民团结。
This comes as China announced a 7% hike to its defense budget for this year, a slight dip from 7.2% in the 3 years before that. This brings spending to about $277 billion, about a third of what the US has allocated, even though Beijing is second to Washington in terms of military spending.
While the Chinese government remains committed to building up its national defense, it is not going to spend beyond its means, especially given the expected economic headwinds as well as declining growth anticipation. Its official defense budget excludes a number of items. So in reality, the actual budget is actually significantly larger.
All these as tensions continue to simmer in the Taiwan Strait. Premier Li strengthening language use to describe Beijing's position on the self-ruled island.
我们要深入贯彻新时代党解决台湾问题的总体方略，坚持一个中国原则和9·2共识，坚决打击台独分裂势力，反对外部势力干涉，推动两岸关系和平发展，促进祖国统一大业。
Beijing's defense spending boost also takes place amid a sweeping anti-corruption campaign and the People's Liberation Army. Last year, when the National People's Congress convened, 2 of China's top generals, Zhang Youxia and He Weidong, sat among Politburo members. But this year, no uniformed men were in that role. General Zhang under investigation and General He expelled from the party and the armed forces.
Changes rippled through the military ranks in the days leading up to the 2 sessions. China removed the head of its military court, while its legislature removed 9 senior military officers from their posts as NPC deputies. And China's top political advisory body just on Monday also revoked the seats of 3 retired generals, and no reasons were given for these moves.
But the anti-corruption shake-up seems set to continue. Premier Li calling for adherence to the party's absolute leadership over the military, something lawmakers told CNA they supported.
Just reflect equality among people. So no matter it's government, no matter ordinary people, we obey the law.
我们相信党和国家呢会在这方面呢有一些更有力的措施，促进我们国家军队和各个方面的建设和发展。
But will the system in overhaul affect Beijing's ambitious goals to modernize its military?
Unless the ongoing purge targets scientists or engineers or researchers working on, highly sensitive projects, China's goal of an intelligentized military would not be impeded. However, the purge has terribly affected the leadership, and that will have ripple effects throughout the military, especially in terms of morale, in terms of decision-making capacity, as well as professional development.
All eyes will be on what's next for the PLA as it marks its 100th anniversary next year, as well as China continuing to face tensions, including in the South China Sea and with the US. Deborah Wong, CNA, Beijing.